What's going on, everybody? You got the Crazy Dog back for another video. And this time I'm going to be reviewing the 2016 NFL coaching rankings posted on USA Today. I believe this was 2 days ago, but never got around to making a video. I figured someone was going to make a video of it sooner or later, but no. Surprisingly, no one did. So I'm going to make a video. Maybe I'll start a trend. I don't know. But anyways, number 32 is Mike Mularkey of the Titans. Not surprising, because the Titans suck. And they're probably gonna suck for another few years. But then they could get better. They're getting better, albeit slowly. They're not gonna be winning the division anytime soon. They ain't making the playoffs, probably for another few years. So, all you Titans fans, just give it hope, just wait a few more years, and I think you guys will be good. Mike Mularkey is an okay coach. I mean, he's only won 4 games in the last 25 games he's coached. Ooh, wow, that's not a good, that's not good. 4 games in 25, oh, wow. Yeah, that's what I said. Alright, now, 31 is Dirk Koetter from the Buccaneers. Now, that situation was kind of interesting because Lovie Smith had a good team going, good year for the Buccaneers anyway. I mean, your team sucked the year before. Bring in Lovie Smith, he does okay. You fire him, you hire Dirk Koetter. I don't know. And it was so unsuspecting. When I saw that they fired Lovie, I was like, what? Dang, man, why would you do that? Why would you do that? So, let's see how the Buccaneers do. Number 30 is Doug Peterson of the Eagles. You already know how I feel about this coaching selection. The Eagles suck at that. They suck at everything, including coaching. Even there, they can't even get a good coach. No, a lot of people would say, what about Andy Reid? Was a good coach. He was. Then they hired Chip Kelly. He had them going to the playoffs. Then, little by little, he started destroying that team. LaShawn McCoy, gone. Deshaun Jackson, gone. Jeremy Maclin, gone. Nick Foles, gone. Trent Cole, gone. He literally got rid of, the players didn't like it there, but he got rid of a lot of their star players. I was scared of the Eagles when they had Deshaun and Maclin and Shady McCoy. Now it's just like, really? These Eagle fans resort to beating their chest, which they do every year. Saying they're going to, beat us because the Browns ain't shit. But last time I checked, they hired Doug Peterson. And we hired Hugh Jackson. Yeah. Who is really the smarter franchise? Oh, gee, I don't know. A team that has a glass statue at quarterback? Or a team that actually has a decent quarterback who's actually seen success and actually been to the playoffs before, a.k.a. RG3. So, number 29 is Ben McAdoo of the Giants. Now, I remember this when the Giants were going after Hugh Jackson. They had requested an interview with Hugh. Hugh was just about to leave Cleveland. I think it was Cleveland. Yeah. He was just about to leave to go to New York or New Jersey to, go for the interview and probably get hired. Because we all know the Giants, they were going to go hard after Hugh. They were not letting him leave. And, yeah, we wouldn't have him today if that happened. But the Browns did something smart for once. They pulled the trigger on Hugh, signed him, and the Giants were left in a precarious situation. They had to hire someone from inside the team, from inside the franchise, the coaching staff that was there, because Tom Coughlin, resigned. I'm surprised no one's hired him yet. Oh, wait, that's right, he's in the 70s. It doesn't really matter, but really? Whatever. So number 28 is Adam Gase. That's he was the first coach taken off the board. I think Adam Gase is gonna be good for the Dolphins. You know, I mean they've been through so much crap. They got a freaking renovation to their stadium. It's got a canopy now. Woohoo! And they're hosting a Super Bowl, I think, in a few years. I think it's like, what, 3 years? Because this year you have Houston, then you have Minnesota. It might be like Super Bowl 54, I believe. Yeah, 54. Or it could be 53, I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those two. I know that, because I know 55 is in LA. So, the way that USA Today put this is they clumped all 4 of the rookie head coaches together, and they said the best one's going to be Gase, and the worst one's going to be Cooter, which I can understand. Cooter was kind of brought up and hired in a bad situation down there because they just fired a good coach in Lovie Smith, who, by the way, is now down in Illinois coaching the Illini. But we'll see what these 4 can do. I mean, you never know. Maybe Dirk will be the best one. Things change, you know. Gotta wait for the season to start. At number 27 is none other than Gus Bradley. Again, like I said in my last, I didn't say it. What am I doing? It's for my last attempt at this video. Because I've tried to do this video like 5 times, and I keep messing up. So, that team, you know, I've never seen a coach given more chances than Gus Bradley. That dude has had horrible season after horrible season, and yet they keep bringing him back. That's how you know the front office has faith. And they actually did something and went out, signed some good players for once, and maybe this team will have a turnaround. Again, like I've been saying to my friends and stuff, to my friends on YouTube and everything, the AFC South is going to be tough. It's going to be up in the air, but it's going to be tough too. It ain't no weak division, unless the Titans, of course. Except for the Titans. See, I'm messing up. I probably messed up like 5 times in this video, but I don't care. I've had enough. I've tried to redo this video enough. I've had enough of restarting this video. So I'm just going to keep rolling. Bear with me here. Number 26 is Bob Quinn. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob Quinn. Different guy. Dan Quinn. There we go. Dan Quinn from the Falcons. I've never seen a team like the Falcons start off undefeated. People saying they're going to win the division. But just like that, they start to suck. They only win 1 game. I think in their last 7 games, I think it was 7 or 8 games, they won 1 game. Really? From going undefeated to winning 1 game the rest of the year. Wow. Talk about pulling the Browns, man. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's one of my friends. But God. Whoo-wee. Hope he does better than last year. Matt Ryan's still pretty decent. And by the way, they signed Alex Mack. That was way back in free agency. Just wanted to put that out there. So their offensive line is going to be okay now because of Alex Mack. Falcon fans, you're going to like Mack. I tell you that. The dude he's a workhorse. But he gets greedy. He wanted so much money from us. But he really kept our quarterback on his feet, so I see why. He wanted to get paid big money. So let's hope you guys can pay for it. Alright, number 25 is Jim Caldwell. And the funny thing is they actually have a GIF on USA Today of Jim just staring with a blank stare in the front of it. He looks sad. That really describes the Lions. Sad. They lose the Dumb Kung Su. Calvin Johnson retires. Matthew Stafford is screwed. They don't got nothing. I mean, they got Marvin Jones. Ooh, wow. Like, he's really going to do a lot. Wow. I mean, yeah, Jim Caldwell is a good coach, you know. I mean, look what he did with the Colts, you know, with Peyton Manning. Uh, I mean, after all, he did last 1 year because Manning got hurt. I'm actually reading on the page right now. Cooter. Yeah, they have a guy on their staff named Cooter. And then Terrell Austin's their defensive coordinator. Just in case you didn't know. Oh, man. These guys are funny. I like that. His reaction. What? So, anyways, back to the countdown. Number 24 is Jack Del Rio. Now, that's a good situation right there in Oakland. Jack Del Rio has turned that team around. But let's just hope they don't go through what I would say is Brown's disease. Where they, Brown syndrome. There you go. Where they have a near winning record 1 year, but the next year they suck. Like us. 2 years ago, 7-9. The year after, 3-13. 2007, win 10 wins. You have 10 wins. 2008, like 4 wins. Bruh. Only the Browns, though, right? Yeah. So number 23 is Mike McCoy from the Chargers. That team is trying to get better. That offense is going to be good. That defense, not so much. Although they did get Joey Bosa. That defensive line is going to be okay. It's going to be alright. But that secondary, I don't see it being that good. But this will really show how good Mike McCoy is. That's for sure. Number 22 is Mr. 8-8 himself, Jeff Fisher. This dude has gone 8-8 so many times. A lot of these losing teams would like it. But no, when you're a team like the Rams, you gotta start winning more games than 8. You gotta start making the playoffs. You got a good team. Todd Gurley, you know, Nick Foles, Case Keenum, Jared Goff. You're probably going to have Jared Goff starting. Look, I just named the whole freaking starting, like the three strings of quarterbacks there. I just named all 3 quarterbacks in Los Angeles. Almost said St. Louis. Gotta watch that. But I think Jeff Fisher will finally get over the hump this year. Either that or he's out. His seat's gotten hotter and hotter. 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. Wow. Number 21 is Jason Garrett of the Cowboys. Now, a lot of people hated on this guy. But you have Tony Romo as your quarterback. You have Dez Bryant. You have a beast offensive line. Now you got Ezekiel Elliott. If they have a losing season this year, Jason Garrett should be fired. No, I'm actually joking. They're not gonna fire Jason Garrett because he's too good of a coach and the players respect him. But really, Tony Romo has been hurt a lot though. Of course, he missed a great portion of last year with a collarbone injury. I think he's got like a plate in his collarbone now. Like literally, one hit and he's gone. One hit and he's done. Wow. I think the Cowboys are going to be good in the NFC East. They may probably win it if Romo stays healthy. Now, granted, he may not stay healthy the whole year. I'm not counting on it. He'll probably get hurt he could get hurt between the first snap of the first game or, later on down the year, like week 7, 8, or 9. You never know. Things happen. As long as Dez, though, stays healthy, I think they're in good shape. Number 20 is Chuck Pagano. That dude battled cancer, and he made the playoffs before. So, if he can do that, the Colts are looking good. Why did I just say that? Sometimes I just say stuff I don't even mean, okay? Bear with me here. So, Colts, they, again, battled injuries. Andrew Luck, he was hurt 90, I'm going to not say 90, but a good portion of the year, much like Tony Romo. You know it's sad when Matt Hasselbeck has more wins than Andrew Luck. Wow. And I remember last year before the season started, people were picking the Colts to go to the Super Bowl. And where did they go? Nowhere. Wow. Number 19 is Mr. Winless in the playoffs himself. Mr. 0-7 in the playoffs, Marvin Lewis. Despite the fact that his team makes the playoffs and loses in the first round every year, he's still the Bengals head coach. How much longer are they going to tolerate this? Well, they're going to tolerate it for as long as Mike Brown's their, president, CEO or whatever. As long as he's in the front office, they're going to tolerate it. They can go 0-20 in the playoffs, and he'd still be the head coach. Cincy, and then not to mention they lost their offensive coordinator to a team named the Browns. Okay, back to business. Marvin Lewis, that team's still good, but we'll see how that offense does. They're in the AFC North, if you forgot, which is now a very good division because a certain team in a certain city got a certain coach from a certain team that in the same state, and yeah. So, I think they're going to be good, but not good enough. I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs this year. It's a big change, you know. I mean, Hugh made that team the way what it is, and another change. They keep losing offensive coordinators like crazy. And by the way, in this picture they have on USA Today, they actually have Hugh Jackson in the shot. It's kind of fitting because number 18 is Hugh Jackson. He is now. People say, "Oh, I thought he was a first-year head coach." No, because he coached the Raiders before. This dude's been in all three of the 4 teams in the AFC North, except for the Steelers. He knows what everyone does in this team. So we will see what Hugh can do. Hey, it rhymes somewhat. I mean, that's why on my Twitter I have #InHughWeTrust, because we trust this dude, man. You have to trust this dude. This dude's got a good resume. I think the Browns are gonna turn around and give it a few years. Not saying they're gonna make the playoffs this year, but of course I did say 10-6 in my prediction video. That's the best case scenario. We'll see what Hugh can do. Number 17 is Jay Gruden from the Redskins. The team that shunned RG3 got rid of him, and he came to Cleveland. So Week 4 is going to be very fun to watch for the Browns because we face the Redskins. I know Redskin fans are going to be, booing him probably. They're going to let him have it. Of course, they're battling the Supreme Courts or whatever, trying to keep their team's name. Redskins, which actually, if I was an Indian, Native American, it wouldn't offend me. It's like a warrior thing, I actually read on about it, and it actually means Indian fighter. Like Indian warrior. Number 16 is Rex Ryan of the Bills. And he actually hired his brother, Rob Ryan, on defense. So we got the Ryan brothers. And Butterman Bailey. See what I did there? It's a circus. No, it's not really a circus. It's actually a really good team, though. That defense, though. Man. That's all I'm going to say. That defense is still pretty good. But, we'll see what happens with the Ryan brothers and that Bills team, which could make some noise this year. All right, number 15 is Todd Bowles of the Jets. Jets, they looked really good last year. I think they can maybe make some noise in the division this year. Granted, New England's got a stranglehold on the division, but you never know. Because Tom Brady, for now, is suspended 4 games. I think that could be the opportunity of a lifetime for teams like the Jets, the Bills, and yes, even the Dolphins. To maybe get a good jump on the division, take the lead. But we all know what's going to happen. They're going to lose at some point, and the Patriots are going to go on like a 10-game winning streak, take the division, and laugh in everyone else's face. Be like, you suspended our quarterback and we still won the division. All right, number 14 is Gary Kubiak of the Broncos. Talk about a coach that's in a bad place. You lose not just one good quarterback, but two. And you almost said higher. You bring in Mark Sanchez and the dude gets hurt. And then you draft Paxton Lynch. Wow. Talk about a QB carousel. They literally went from possibly a repeater, because that defense is still good though, but no offense, man, that defense has been picking up the slack, and I think it's gonna be that way again this year. Granted, they did lose Malik Jackson. I think Trevathan. I think they lost Trevathan. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that defense is still a beast, though. All right. So number 13 is Bill O'Brien of the Texans. And this team went to the playoffs last year and got absolutely destroyed by the Chiefs. Literally, from the kickoff. As the Chiefs returned the kickoff for a touchdown. First, literally, not even... The offense didn't even get on the field, okay? So, that's all I'm going to say about the Texans. They need to, fix that. They did. They got DeAndre Hopkins coming back. They got Braxton Miller. They got Brock Osweiler. So, some weapons. Ooh. And, of course... that QB carousel last year, man. I'm literally reading the names of quarterbacks that they've had. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Ryan Mallett, Case Keenum, Brian Hoyer, TJ Yates, Brandon Weeden. Boy. Now they got Brock Osweiler. Now, granted, all those names were not all in the same season. That'd be sad if it was. But it was over like a few years, I think. So, we'll see what goes on there. Number 12 is John Fox of the Bears. The Bears have been struggling, but they couldn't make a run for the playoffs. That team is still decent. Kevin White, I think they said he's coming back this year. He's healthy. Another weapon to put alongside Alshon Jeffrey. But they did lose Matt Forte. Sad. Hoo-wee. Okay, number 11, Eagles fans, you're going to hate this, but number 11 is Chip Kelly. Yes, Chip Kelly is number 11. The dude that destroyed the Eagles. Wow. What's he going to do with the Niners? I don't know. I mean, it's pretty... And another thing about the Eagles, they fired Chip Kelly a week before the season ended, and they still couldn't get the right guy. So, we'll see what goes on there. We'll see what goes on. I think Chip Kelly will turn it around. Either that or he's just going to land flat on his face again. But San Fran, they got a rowdy fan base. This team's going to be interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Especially after they had Jim Tomsula, who literally looked like a pedophile. Okay, number 10 is another former Eagles coach, Andy Reid of the Chiefs. This team won, 11 straight games, went into the playoffs, destroyed the Texans, made a lot of noise, lost to the Patriots. Because here's what they did. They took their time scoring because they did not want to let Tom Brady have the ball again. And you were losing. Bruh. Alright, so we'll see what they can do. Of course, Doug Peterson's now in Philly. Yay. So, we'll see what this dude can do. I think the team could be different. Watch out. They're still going to be good. Let's see if they actually use their receivers this time. A joke. But, okay, number 9 is Mike McCarthy from the Packers. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. No doubt that this dude's got a good resume. I think the Packers return to the playoffs. A lot of people are saying they can make the Super Bowl as long as they got Aaron discount double check Rodgers. Anything's possible down there. They could make the Super Bowl for all we know. As long as as long as their receivers and all their good players stay healthy, like Eddie Lacy, that team can do anything. That includes winning the Super Bowl. Number 8 is Ron Rivera of the Panthers. That team went, what, 15-0? 15-1? Wow. They make it to the Super Bowl and then get blasted. Well, not necessarily blasted, but out physically. They got beat up physically by the Broncos. Oh, wow. I made a lot of mistakes in this video. I know that. I'm going to have trolls knocking me for all that stuff. But anyways, I think the Panthers, that division is still theirs to own unless the Saints or, the Falcons or the Buccaneers, for Pete's sake, somehow make a move. But I think the Panthers will rule that division because Kelvin Benjamin's coming back. He looks good from what I've seen in OTAs. Okay, number 7 is John Harbaugh. Oh, and by the way, for the Panthers, they lost their best corner in Josh Norman, a one-year wonder. Is he? No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how he does in Washington. But John Harbaugh is number 7. If you did not see my last video, he had the rookies. This is what I heard in rookie minicamp for, I think, punt return drills, punt drills. He had his players in pads, which, as told by the CBA, is illegal. And Harbaugh finally realized that and immediately changed it. So, but they still got fined though. Get what they did because they're really trying to get out of third place. Oh wow, man, they're trying to get get better than everyone, but knowing them, their players are gonna be bad because he's literally grinding them down to little bits and pieces because he's literally got them in pads. I can see if it's like OTAs, late in OTAs, but rookie minicamp. I'm done. Number 6 is Mike Tomlin. Now, again, you had that whole debacle with the Bengals last year. Dude's a good coach, gotta respect it, but I hate the Steelers. But I think they're going to be, a lot of people are picking these guys to make the Super Bowl this year. Will that happen? Probably, knowing the Steelers. But knowing them, the Patriots are probably going to get in the way again, like they always do. And it's going to be Big Ben versus Brady, like part 17 or whatever. I don't know how many times they've met in the playoffs. That's actually a joke because Manning and Brady always met. Seems like Manning and Brady always met in the playoffs, but now it's going to be Brady and Big Ben. That's what it's going to be. Bruh. The NFL is all about storylines, isn't it? So number 5 is Sean Payton of the Saints. The good offense, horrible defense. They've tried to fix that. Drew Brees keeps doing what he does best, and that is scoring touchdowns and having 4,000-yard seasons, according to USA Today. So I think the Saints are going to be in a good position. Will they catch and pass the Panthers? Probably not. If the Panthers play like they did last year, heck no. But for all we know, the Panthers could have a down year, and the Saints can take advantage of it. But we gotta wait and see, don't we? Yeah, so that's the best part. You gotta wait and see. All right, so number 4 is Mike Zimmer. We all know what happened to the Bengals. He used to be a member of the Bengals, but we all know what happened to the Vikings. One field goal, literally a chip shot, and he missed it. Laces in, buddy. Yeah, that's what happened. Oh, he had laces in. If he would have had the laces out, it would have made it. What if he wouldn't have made it? Then your logic is invalid. Your theory is invalid. Alright, but I think the Vikings are going to be really, really good again. That team has got some talent. AP is still running strong. As long as AP stays healthy, not out of trouble. I think they can be a legit threat. They got a brand new stadium. Let's just hope. I don't think snow is going to cave the roof in. I've been checking up on the stadium. It's very, very nice. Got a nice view of the skyline and everything. I think Vikings are going to do really good. They got Super Bowl, I think, next year. And I think they can host another playoff game. Don't be surprised. Teddy Bridgewater's a monster. I wish we would have drafted him instead of a certain QB out of Texas A&M. Yeah. I wish we would have drafted him, but whatever. Number 3 is Bruce Arians of the Cardinals. I've never seen a team turn around as fast as the Cardinals. That team has gone from crap to literally a NFC contender every year. That secondary is monstrous with Patrick Peterson and Honey Badger, although Honey Badger is coming off an injury, so he may be a little sluggish to start, but I think they're going to gain speed and maybe take the NFC. But we got to wait and see, don't we? I'm going to keep saying that. 31 minutes, holy crap. Okay, I'm going to try and end this video really fast. Number 2 is Pete Carroll of the Seahawks, probably the most bandwagonized team in the NFL. They literally got a huge bandwagon support system. The 12th man, which, again, consists majority of bandwagon. If you ask a guy, not a guy, but if you ask a certain fan that wears Seahawks stuff, hey, do you know who Sean Alexander is? They'd be like, no, why? It's like, bro, you bandwagon. Like, if he's like in his 30s or something and he doesn't know who the heck Sean Alexander is, he bandwagon. Or Matt Hasselbeck, he bandwagon. Or, that they went to the Super Bowl before Pete Carroll, he bandwagon. Alright, and, of course, no surprise, as 32 was not a surprise. Number 1 is not a surprise either. It's Bill Belichick of the Patriots. Now, they're not going to have their coach. They're not going to have their quarterback for 4 weeks, as of right now, because he's appealing that court order. I think he's appealing the court ruling. I believe that's what I heard. I might have mixed it up. Who knows? But just like every year, the Patriots are probably going to win the division, and they're probably going to fight with the Steelers for the conference. As long as Bill Belichick is breathing, I think, as long as he's breathing and is in the Patriots, red, white, and blue, the Patriots are always going to be a threat for the Super Bowl. They're not as bandwagonized as the Seahawks, but they got some diehard fans down there. I tell you that. In Boston. Boston's like literally the city of champions. The Bruins, the Celtics, and the Patriots. I can't even count how many freaking championships those 3 teams have by themselves. Technically, New England is like representing the whole Northeast side, like Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. But yeah, we all know it's Boston. They should really be called the Boston Patriots. So that is the coaching rankings for 2016. If you liked the video, give it a good old thumbs up. If you didn't like it, screw you and give it a thumbs down. And comment down below what you think of the rankings. I know I messed up a lot in this video, but I'm tired of redoing it. 33 minutes is a very long time. So I think you guys are going to like this video. Subscribe for more content in terms of NFL and Browns stuff. I will be having way more Browns videos, especially for the season. And of course, for the season, I'll actually do a video talking about the videos I will be doing this season for the Browns. No other team, the Browns. So, can't wait. So I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Go Browns. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out.